Hey guys, it's Nick. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and give this video one of these. I hope everybody's keeping safe, keeping well. Hope you've had a good weekend. We've actually had quite a bit of rain over the last few days. Not quite as much as they said there'd be, but still a useful amount. And I think we should take what we can get after all this dry weather we've been having. So yeah, over the weekend, we've been quite busy, me and the missus. We decided, well, we had a bit of a fox attack on the chickens. We lost a chicken over the weekend, unfortunately, so now we're only down to a couple left. So we decided to sort of try our best to fox-proof our existing coop, which definitely needs replacing. So I think big summer project for me and her will be to build a big coop and get it properly fox-proof, so this doesn't happen again. We've actually lost quite a few over the last couple of years, but not for a while, so we were doing quite well. But anyway, we're down one chicken now, so that's a shame, but it does happen. Also managed to have a bit of a play with my new lawnmower, which my partner absolutely laughed the head off, because she's like, yeah, you're a proper dad now, got a lawnmower and everything. Today's jobs, I'm going to, or had to bring in a sheep, a ewe, the other day. She was showing early signs of mastitis, which is never good, but I think I caught it early, so I brought her in. She had a lamb with her as well, so I had to bring that in as well to make sure that was getting enough feed and everything, because of course if the ewe's got mastitis, then the lamb could be missing out a little bit. So they've both been in for a few days. She's been on antibiotics, so yeah, let's just well, I think she's doing all right now. So she's had her last jab this morning, so I'm going to hook the trailer on and turn her and the lamb back out with the rest of the flock. And yeah, just hope that she's going to be all right. But I fingers crossed. I think she's showing signs of being much better. So yeah, should be all right. Go on then. Go. Let's get you back out to the field. Go on then, love. There we go. That's the second ewe we've had this year with mastitis. Unfortunately, the first one was actually quite a bad one, which took a bit of sorting out. That ewe, I managed to catch her early, and now she's back out with the rest of the flock with her lamb. The lambs are about 2.5 months old now, so it won't be so long before they're weaned off their mums. But yeah, no, mastitis is never good. And like I said, if not caught early, it can be quite bad. But luckily with this one, we caught it early, managed to get her treated, and I think she's okay now. So I'm gonna head back to the yard now. I'm gonna get the old Ford out, the old tractor, get the topper hooked up. Just got a bit of topping I want to do this morning, just a few bits I need to catch up with. Yeah, so I'm just heading down to a little bit that needs topping. But yeah, this rain that we've had, it's definitely helped things along a little bit. I was getting a little bit worried about the barley, because it's soon going to be out in here. And obviously, it was still sort of, you know, quite a low crop, which would make it difficult to harvest if it was right down low to the ground. But this rain's obviously given it a bit of a boost. Everywhere's had a little top up, so shouldn't be too bad. So the topper I got on is our old perfect topper. It's far from perfect now. We've had this topper on farm for quite a few years. Had to change a bearing in it the other day, or the other week. Well, I put a second-hand bearing in there just to keep it going for a little while. We'll obviously need a new one soon before it does much more. But yeah, it's one of those things. We've got we've got a good mix of old and new on this farm. As you can see, I'm obviously in the old Ford again with an old topper. So yeah, we try our best to keep the old kit going. But like I said, we've got a good mix of old and new here. For an old girl, she does all right. Yeah, big fan of this tractor. Sun's coming out, it's getting hot as well, so the aircon in this is actually the best aircon out of all the tractors we have. The belt does need replacing soon. There's a bit of wear on it, and it has thrown the belt a couple of times this season. But no, the aircon is probably its best feature at the moment, especially since it's been so hot lately. I'll just quickly show you guys on this topper. This bearing in here, I replaced this a couple of weeks ago. That was just a spare that we had kicking around, just to get us out of trouble in the short term. But in the long run, it's going to need a whole new bearing, probably on both sides of the roller. But yeah, old kit's still going strong, so yeah, it's not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the yard now. Going to help Dad out this afternoon. If you remember back in one of my videos a couple of weeks ago, we shifted all of his ley landy that he'd cut down, or that I'd cut down for him, tipped that off for a fire. We're left with the stumps now. They want ripping out and putting on the trailer to take to the fire for burning as well. So I think the best thing to do is probably try and pull them out with the loader and the chain. So yeah, gonna head back to the yard now and give it a go. We need the chain, don't we?
How big yellow strips are there? Black and white on here. Black and...
On what? The Sharman's one?
Oh, really? Yeah.
They're black.
Have you used the same ones then?
Well, what did you get? The yellow ones? They use yellow for John Deere,
Yeah.
black for this, and I think they're using black on the case now.
Same one?
Same one as the JCB, I think. Yeah. Look at those roots. Almost under the pool, yeah. Awful stuff, will burn the lot. So I'm just out checking some of the barley ground, and some of it's starting to come out in here a little bit. It's a good thing we had that rain. Looking at the forecast, there's going to be a fair bit more as well. I hope they're right. Sort of at the end of this week into next week, there's quite a bit on the forecast, so fingers crossed I got that right. We could do a little bit more. For the people asking for me to do a video on the transport side of things, yeah, I'll probably do one soon. We're only running the one lorry now. We used to run a few. We're running a Volvo FH. We used to run a few old FLs as well. We had an FL7 and an FL10. They actually stayed on the farm for a fair bit. We've sort of only recently got rid of those. They obviously didn't do much, but a little bit of corn carting at the end of their life, but they've gone now. But yeah, I'll do a video on that at some point, I'm sure. And the other day, when I was, well, I had to take our John Deere Gator into the dealership for a bit of work. The handbrake had gone a bit funny, I think I mentioned in another video. So that's been fixed now, but while I was down there dropping it off, I managed to take a sneaky look at a Case Maxim 150. Yeah, smart little tractor that was. Nice and compact. Didn't have my camera with me, so I didn't get any footage. But no, smart little tractor. Might sort of be a little bit too compact. I don't know. Sort of the 150 horsepower is sort of what we'd be looking at if we were looking for a new tractor, which we're sort of half looking. But I do like the look of the Pumas, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think they look like good tractors, and I think they go up to sort of 250 horsepower. But like I said, we're sort of after a 140 or 150 type, but it needs to be something that can sort of cover all the jobs that our big one is too big for, our John Deere 8 series. Everything from sort of topping and all the little jobs up to sort of some light cultivation, something that can go spreading, something that we could put a sprayer on as well. I know we've got the Fastrac. Well, I think we should just sort of have something that can cover everything the John Deere can, and that way we've sort of got two tractors sort of working side by side to get the jobs done. Obviously keeping the Fastrac as well as the main spraying tractor. But yeah, the case tractors look tidy. The reason we're sort of looking at case more than anything else is because the dealership, the John Deere dealership, which is just down the road, I've just changed to case. So yeah, sort of makes sense to sort of look for something red now. But yeah, they've got some good options. I think what I might do is see about potentially getting a Puma, a 150 Puma on demo in the summer. That might be quite good. I'm very wary of strange vans in gateways at the moment. There's one just gone past. Obviously, because of everything that's been going on with COVID, everybody's decided it's all right to just tip a load more, well, a load more than normal rubbish in all the gateways. Fly tipping is it's got quite bad lately, and the tips are open now anyway. So I don't know. It's silly, isn't it? McDonald's as well. McDonald's rubbish all along the verges. Since McDonald's reopened, it's just rubbish has appeared everywhere. Ah, dear. Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, everybody. As always, if you did, give it a nice big thumbs up. I hope everybody's keeping safe, keeping well. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram a fair bit. I also use Facebook and Twitter a little bit, not as much as Instagram, but if you want to follow me on any of those, the links are in the description below. So yeah, keep safe, keep well, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.